Hello everyone, I'm Dieter. I'm the sommelier here at the winery, and I'm back with another great choice from our vintage vault. Before I talk about the wine, I do want to clarify something because I had a question on the weekend. Someone said to me, do you really do inventory? Well, the answer is yes, I do inventory. Every month I count the bottles, but more importantly, I get to see all the great vintages that we actually have available. And this month, I'm excited to offer the 2016 Cabernet Sauvignon. So let me talk a little bit about the vintage first. 2016 was an exceptional year, sunny, hot, and very dry. And that means we ended up with less fruit, smaller berries, great concentration, great flavor. And the good news was that weather continued right through the fall. And for the winemakers, that means great flavor development, which allows them to make extraordinary wine with the fruit that they get from the vintage. Cabernet Sauvignon is the last grape we harvest every year. It needs lots of time in the vineyard, and 2016 was the perfect year for getting that ripeness and the character that I know Adam and his team are always looking for. That was, of course, vinified and allowed to have the usual 2.5 years in barrel. Now it's had some extended time in bottle, and I'm going to tell you that this is an extraordinary version of Cabernet Sauvignon. I confess that I had a chance to try this earlier, and that was part of the sales pitch here, because I said, we really need to serve this wine this week, make it available because people are going to love it. I know many of you are Cabernet Sauvignon fans, like myself, waiting for the great years and the great wines when they come available. This is one of those wines. I mentioned that Cabernet Sauvignon spends over 2.5 years in barrel, and I think that's really important because that allows the wine to evolve. Cabernet Sauvignon is very complicated. It's a grape that gives us this beautiful layered character. Mostly it's about structure. I mentioned that it's the last grape we harvest every year. That's because it has a very thick skin, and that skin needs to ripen to give us a more supple character in the wine. In this vintage, that has really shown through. Because of the increased level of flavor that we get, the character of the wine has that beautiful, deep Cabernet Sauvignon flavor profile. I'm getting beautiful dark fruits. That's black currant that really becomes this cassis kind of character, and that's immediately evident on the nose. But it's almost pungent. This is incredibly concentrated, and it really says drink me in every way, especially if you're a Cabernet Sauvignon fan. On the palate, all that juicy flavor comes through, but it's all about structure as well. Beautiful velvety tannins that are almost kind of slippery and a little bit chalky, but they stick to your tongue, the inside of your mouth, keep the wine there and allow you to taste all of those beautiful fruit flavors, but also the complexity that I'm talking about with Cabernet Sauvignon. That's leather, tobacco, there's some licorice notes here. Beautiful dark chocolate that really comes through after the wine's been in your mouth for 15 or 20 seconds. And it's all about finish with this wine. It really stays in your mouth for a long time, allows you to taste and really experience all of those amazing complexities that it has to offer. So once again, we have a limited number of bottles of this wine available. They will be here at the winery for anyone coming in to do a tasting. It will be part of our barrel room tastings that we have available. For those of you who want to order online, you will be able to get this wine Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, so don't delay. As I mentioned, I know there are a lot of people waiting for Cabernet Sauvignon. They're collectors, they're lovers, and this wine will go quickly, so please don't waste any time. I personally am looking forward to sharing this with those of you who will be here this weekend. I know we're going to see a lot of wine club members picking up their shipments this weekend. So for those of you that I have a chance to share it with, as I say, I'm excited to do that. I know you're going to love this wine. I'm going to say one other thing for those of you who will have this wine in the near future. You do want to decant it. I'm pouring it from bottle here, as we always do at the winery, but I think the important thing is to give this wine time to breathe. And it's a point that I make very often with people. They say, why don't you decant? Here at the winery, we don't want to manipulate the wine. We want you to take it home, open it, try it. You'll get the same experience that you always get here at the winery. But I'm going to tell you that this wine will really benefit from some time in the decanter, the opportunity to breathe. And I know that it's going to elevate the experience even beyond what I'm sharing with you here today. So please, don't delay. Grab this wine, decant it, and enjoy every second. Cheers, everyone.